Ever since Teresa called, I wanted to put a video together to help show her what I did with the table. Although at this point the video is so late that it probably won't be any help at all, but since she's a dear friend, here it goes. We purchased an old table at St. Vincent de Paul, as you can see in the picture above. I liked the design and the style, and I thought I could just remove the top, put a new top on, and wham bam, it was done. I was in for a bit of surprise, but enjoyed the work. And you can see here the legs, how they're arranged, 2 sets of 3, so 6 legs, and they were bolted on to the table. We bought lumber from a lumber broker in town and glued it together one piece at a time. We'd let that dry completely and then add the next piece using Titebond 3. One of the things that the lumber broker did for me is he planed and joined the wood, so it was very straight. I couldn't imagine gluing it together like this if it hadn't been done. To save on weight and cost, we used 1 inch, but to give it a 2-inch look, we glued a false strip all the way around and on the ends, and this really gave it a depth that we wanted. We taped off the knot holes and filled them with epoxy. A trick I learned, and I wish I would have known earlier, is when filling them, fill them halfway, use a heat gun to remove air bubbles, let it dry, and then go back and fill the last half. I freehanded the ends. I just cut them with a skill saw. After that, we took the table outside and I sanded it, rounded the edges a little to just kind of give it a worn look, going down to 220 with a random orbital sander. We painted the chairs white with the help of a very good friend who's a professional painter. Would have been very hard to do this by ourselves. The chairs really wanted to drip. We had to degloss them and sand everywhere on them, but they turned out really well. We put 4 coats on them in one day, and they gave them really nice white shiny finish. Then we moved the table back inside where we put coats of polyurethane on, tested on the bottom of course, and liked the way it looked, so we flipped it over after about 3 or 4 coats on the bottom and put 8 or 9 coats on the top. Attached the legs just to make sure. Then we moved everything inside. You can see there Becky's work on the cushions. She reupholstered those, and we just love the table. It's worked out really well. Kind of sets off our house, makes it feel like ours and a home. We've enjoyed the table. Kids love it. People comment on it. So Teresa, I hope this helps. Although even if it doesn't, because you've already finished your table, at least I got a project done that I wanted to.